The woman is a washed-up celebrity. She cuts the tags off her clothes to pretend they're haute couture. Even the makeup she uses is from small, unknown brands. She tries her best to maintain a fade of elegance, but on the red carpet, her boss tells her that, to align with government policy, they've decided to promote a newcomer instead. Though she fights for her spot, she can't change the reality. Watching the newcomer's smug expression, she forces a smile. She hears that several billionaires have recently died under strange circumstances, but she doesn't pay much attention. After all, she's just received an invitation to attend a billionaire gathering. Seeing the luxury of the private jet, she knows this might be her chance. She tries to chat with the billionaire sitting across from her. She learns that yet another billionaire has just died, one ranked among Forbes' top 50. The man says his own ranking has jumped 5 spots in a single day. His gleaming white teeth send a chill down her spine. Soon, the plane lands in the Arctic. The woman puts on a heavy fur coat and rides a sled to the destination. Everyone here has been invited by the billionaire. He plans to form an alliance to share resources and generate even greater wealth. Each member will receive equity and dividends to expand the alliance's influence and attract more wealthy individuals. The billionaire asks the woman to attend an upcoming auction. She doesn't need to worry about the price. She must win the item with overwhelming dominance to quickly establish the alliance's name. A woman attending an auction noticed that a wealthy man's teeth were glowing. This reminded her of another rich man on a flight who had the same glowing teeth and then died under mysterious circumstances. Before she could make sense of it, she saw a royal nobleman collapse in convulsions. Fear gripped her. The news reported that it was a virus, one that only spread among the rich. She rushed back to her company, only to see that her boss' teeth had started glowing too. Her agent informed her that all flights had been cancelled. Amid the chaos of the crowd, she just wanted to get home. In the car, she called her bank manager and learned that her stocks were now worth $900 million. Instead of joy, she felt only fear, but thankfully, her teeth were still normal. As she packed her luggage, the police came to her door, saying she needed to be quarantined. She fled through the back door, headed to a private airport, where her agent had secured a ticket. But before boarding, she mentioned that her husband was trying to seize her assets during the divorce. She hoped the agent would sign an agreement to temporarily hold her wealth. The agent was instantly disappointed in her, ignored her request, and walked away. Seeing the planes on the ground surrounded by guards, the woman thought she was safe, but inside the aircraft, an argument broke out. One man believed the military wasn't there to protect them, but to eliminate them all in one place. Others thought he was being paranoid, saying this was just a common riot. But that opinion quickly changed, because the man who had just spoken, his teeth started to glow. A virus broke out across the world, but it only spread among the wealthy. Those infected would have glowing teeth, and then suddenly die. A woman, having joined an alliance, saw her stocks suddenly soar to $900 million. Yet she was terrified, afraid that her teeth might begin to glow. After all, there was still no way to stop the virus from spreading. She arrived at a private airport, and after much hardship, boarded a plane. Looking at the news on her phone, she felt a deep sense of despair. She had no choice but to seek refuge with her ex-husband, in a remote town untouched for now by the virus. But an old man there said, "The virus is still spreading. Once the elite are taken down, the hierarchy of wealth will collapse, and the virus will move down the chain. Perhaps no one can escape." The woman fell silent, for she hadn't yet given up her wealth. That night, the townspeople gathered together, demanding that she leave. No one wanted to risk infection. She and her ex-husband had to board a boat, leaving the town in the middle of the night. To save her, the ex-husband signed a document transferring all his assets to her. Eventually, the woman fled again, arriving on a remote island. There, a system of communal property was enforced. Evrion's wealth was collected daily, then redistributed at random. This was meant to ensure Evrion's survival. At first, the woman lived in peace, but power slowly turned back into wealth. For example, those who worked the hardest each day were allowed to choose items first. Unwilling to live like this, the woman began polishing seashells and sought out the person who owned the most valuable items to propose a trade. She wanted to accumulate wealth quickly, but the terrifying virus seemed to have never truly disappeared.